Hello there. Ready for a bit of a rant? These are the first books of the Demon Cycle series that I did not enjoy as much. Today, as I said, a two for one. It's going to be the Daylight Wall and the Skull thrown together. Partly because we have a little bit of a sagging middle. Partly because so much nonsense happens. I don't know if I can split these books in my mind anymore. Very dramatic titles, completely undeserved. Let's just get into this. The sugar in this, the star in a very dark night, was Inevra. It's a new character that you get introduced to at the beginning of Daylight War, and she's amazing. This woman is raw sex, power, intelligence. She's the typical strong female character's web dream. She's amazing, and I loved hearing about her. I loved hearing her backstory. She is a minor character in the first two novels, and then here you really get to know what she's been going through in the background, what's been happening backstage, and you find out that Inevra has the whole of Krasia by the balls, and I love her so much, and I love learning about her. Then the vinegar is the warding. Book 1, we had a hard magic system. Book 2, hard magic system but evolving. Now, just threw it all away. So let's get into spoilers so I can talk about it. So as I said, warding evolves a lot in these two novels. From the beginning, we have wards as defensive mechanisms, defensive magic to protect against the demons, that they can slam their heads into the wards. It's magical barriers. That's what wards are. Okay, have it. Then Arlen finds the Spear of Kaji, and on the spear are battle wards, which allow you to give weapons and armor the power to fight off demons. Okay, got that. Then we go a little bit wayward and we say, okay, now these battle wards that can be put on weapons can be put on people. That's fine. It's all still physical. I'm on board. It's a stretch, but I'm here for it. And then now Arlen draws in the air and he can just cast spells anywhere. He does this and then something explodes over there. Am I watching an anime? Am I reading an anime? Because that's what it felt like. They were just, Arlen literally jumps up into the air, floats like that in the sky, drawing wards, and then the type of wards used also are strange. Okay, so book 1, defensive wards. That's fine, that makes sense. Book 2, defensive plus impact or sharpening or piercing. Okay, battle wards. We're still fine with this. Then we went into sight wards, which also kind of help you fight the demons. That's still fine. We're evolving slowly, and now you can drag magic through someone's soul and see what they're thinking. Find out their backstory. Find out their past trauma. You can smell in the air through the magic whether your loved one loves you or not. There's no more tension in any conversation, including Arlen, because he just can see with his magic whether or not somebody's lying to him. How did we get here? How did we find battle wards and then invent this? Everything is explained or a logical leap until we just fall off completely. And now there are sound wards, so you can just put a sound on your throat and then everybody can hear what you're speaking, or you can put sound dampeners on. And then before long, we have wards that can stop humans. Okay, so book one, we have wards that are invisible force fields that stop demons at night. Now we have wards that are invisible force fields that can stop humans. When did they learn how to do that? Did the spear of Kaji, the demon fighting spear, teach them how to fight against humans? Because I doubt it. He took the magic system and he took the premise and he just crushed it and spread it all over, and it's a mess. Still love the world, really still love the world, but it got really frustrating how just ridiculously overpowered everybody became. The main characters cannot be touched anymore. Arlen literally waves his hand over somebody and then they come back to life and he's tired for a while. I need cost and benefit. What is the cost of using magic? We're not scared that Arlen's going to turn him into a demon anymore. We're not scared that he's going to be tired. He's going to need a really long nap. Not good enough. Okay, getting into characters. As I said, I loved Inevra. She is the high priestess and also Jadia's wife. And in these two novels, we really get to know her a lot more. We get to know how the high priestesses of the Caucasian people learn how to become high priestesses and what type of power they wield. So we knew from the beginning that it is a sin punishable by death to hit one of the high priestesses because they are the wives of Ibram, who is God. Ibram is their word for God. So you're not allowed to hit the wives of Ibram. So they already have a lot of political power. And then we are taught that these priestesses have a lot of training in fighting, a unique style of martial art that takes into account their weaker forms as women and helps them to throw the enemy's weight against them and fight off men, and it's a more advanced form than any other of the Caucasians know. They also get taught how to pillow dance. So pillow dancing, it's sex. They get taught how to have really good sex for like hours of the day. They also get taught black magic. Literally black magic. They take the bones of demons and mold it into certain shapes and then use the power from those demon bones to cast all types of spells. So these women are just the epitome of power in this society. And getting to know them after you've seen how male centric and how patriarchic the Caucasians were, getting to know this female powerful underworld, I loved it. It was so fascinating. And then, of course, the female priestesses have eunuchs walking around just to symbolize how completely in control they are of this world. The eunuchs are muscular, handsome, naked men who are chained, taught to be their bodyguards, and then they're castrated and their tongues are cut out so that they can please the wives of Ibram without making them pregnant, and they can't speak. They can only speak sign language, and only the priestesses, the wives of Ibram, know how to speak sign language. So they are completely at the priestess's disposal, and it's such a great symbol for how they are secretly in control of this society and how it may seem like a patriarchal society from the outside, but in actuality, these priestesses run it all, and they're in control of all the men. And I love Ginevra. She's just so sexual and powerful, and when she takes Jadir is her husband, and she helps him climb the ranks to king. She comes out as his new queen in clothes that she would never have dared to wear before. So we know that the Caucasians are patriarchal based on Muslim society. So their women are usually covered completely, head to toe, covered in something resembling a burqa, I guess. And then Inevra shows up, and she's the queen now, and she wants to show off her husband's power. So she comes in wearing one of those burqa type outfits, except it's sheer. It's completely see through, lacy, weird fabric, and everybody can see her nakedness. Yeah, and even Jadir is a bit uncomfortable with it, but Inevra is here to show off her husband's power. She can walk naked because that's how powerful her husband is. Nobody can touch her because she is his. And oh, I just love her. She's such a juicy character to get involved with. The other characters, they're doing things. They're basically getting shoved to and fro by the plot. It's a mess, but let's get into that. Getting into the mess that is the plot here. So now we have two chosen ones. We have Arlen Bales, the painted man who people are calling Deliverer. And then we have Jadir, who has the spear of Kaji, and he's the king, and he's unified all the tribes in Krasia. So according to the prophecy, he is Shah Damakar, and Shah Damakar basically means also deliverer, just in Krasia. So now we have this weird dynamic going on, and we're the whole time wondering who is actually going to deliver them, who's going to save these people from the demon race. And it almost seems like something can happen there. It's like, okay, daylight war, we're gonna fight now. And it gets there and just, nah. No, really. We were supposed to have war. Nah. It's okay. What I mean by that is the Croatians come. They march their army over to the Greenlands. And then they take a city we are not concerned about as readers. Nobody really important lives there. Lisha, Arlen, they're all safe. And then they take another city. And this is the first time we're even hearing about this city. So we don't care. And the Caucasians subjugate the Greenlanders and they rape and they pillage. But we don't know who these people are. But why would we care? Then maybe Cutters Hollow, Deliverer's Hollow now, is in trouble. The place where Lisha and Arlen and them are. Because Krasia is at their doorstep and they're terrified because these guys are much better fighters than the Greenlanders. And Lisha decides, okay, she has to save her people. She's going to sacrifice herself. She's going to go and try to bargain with Jadir, and she's going to offer herself for marriage with this man to save her people. But no, we're not going to do that. So Lisha and a bunch of the other characters, Roger and Garrett and Wanda and everybody, get dragged all the way to the new Croatian area, which they have dubbed Ibram's Bounty. And she and Jadir get along swimmingly, and they have sex. And he asks Lisha to marry him, and she says no. She won't be only one of his 60 wives. And he's cool with it. And they kind of have this alliance with Deliverer's Hollow now, and they won't fight. So Daylight War? No, we're not doing that. And then I feel like I've hopped into a soap opera, and things just get out of control with the pettiest drama. So of course Leisha comes back and all is good, and Roger's brought wives with him, and they might be trying to kill him, or they might be nice. We don't know yet, but that's fine. That's all good. And then of course Leisha's pregnant. Oh no, it's Jadia's. I really feel like I'm in Seven Alone or something. I can't even. So it's Shadia's baby, and now she has to find another man to have sex with right away so that she can cover up that this is Jadia's, because maybe if the Equations know that this is the son of their king, the son or daughter of their king, then they would come and take him back and take Nisha with them. Okay, so this is a problem. But nah, conveniently, royalty has moved in a while ago, and Lisha wraps this man around her little finger as well. And she pretends that the baby is his, and everybody knows she's pregnant. And she falls in love with him as well, because everything just tension builds, and then nah, it's okay. The whole tension of the story, of course, has been coming from the demons, the looming threat, the evil knight. What's happening there? Well, not much. We've been hearing threats about these demons called the mind demons, like demons, but worse, because they're smart. I never really felt threatened by these demons, because I don't know what they're capable of. I only know they're demons but smarter. And like, Arlen just flew up into the sky and blew that thing up. I think we're gonna be okay. I mean, magic can just do whatever we need it to do, right? Okay, so the mind demons come, and they're a bit worse than we thought, but nobody dies to them, and I think they kill like at least 2 or 3 of the mind demons. No problem. Okay, some problem. It takes a couple of chapters, and Inevra and Lisha have to work together, but no problem really. And this is the big threat going into the 5th book. The demons. The mind demons. They're demons but smart, and they're gonna come and kill us all. But are they though? I mean, the demons have been organizing under the mind demons for a while now, and Arlen managed to put a stop to that. And the other humans aren't even helping so far. They kind of don't believe the people of Cutter's Hollow when they say that the mind demons are controlling the demons now and the threat is becoming worse. They're not on the same page even. So, once again, mind demons, scary. Nah, it's okay. So these books were just so frustrating to read, because as soon as something starts happening, nothing happens. And then in between, I get a lot of petty drama about this character's insecure about that, and who will this character get married to? I want to read a fantasy, not a soap opera. I don't know why I had to sit through this. But I had gotten this far, and so have you, by the way. So next week, we will deal with the final book, one that broke me. I could not even finish this series because of that one scene. It broke me. I sit before you, a broken woman, because of that scene. Because of the story I loved so much, getting just destroyed, and having only parts left in the end. And it was horrible. So that's the end of this one. Please comment down below if there has ever been any other story that has just completely killed you like that. Movie, series, anything that you just like had so much hope for, were so excited about, and then it just goes downhill and crashes and burns. Just a couple I can think of off the top of my head. Game of Thrones, the series. Naruto Shippuden did not have the best ending. Just, yeah, let me know if there's anything else you can think of. And then please like and subscribe. Hit the bell so you don't miss next week when we get to the grand finale of the Demon Cycle by PTV Brett. Finally getting to the core and finally breaking me.